Welcome back everyone, and we are back shopping. Yes, but I actually need to do a little bit of specific shopping because I am going to be making cookies and some other desserts for a small get-together that I'm going to, and I'm quite excited about it because I haven't been to anything in, I don't know, months. Yeah, so that's mainly what I'm shopping for today, but I've also got to get regular groceries as well. So, yeah. And we are back home. Yay! Yeah, Manny? Are you happy we're home? No? You don't care? Well, some of the main items that I had to get to do my cookies was butter. I was actually pretty much out of butter, and I need 2 sticks of butter to make my cookies, and that's basically almost, I would say, 3/4 of a tub of butter here. Yeah, quite a bit of butter. And then of course I needed some cream because I'm also going to be making my icebox cake. If you have not seen that video, I definitely recommend it. I'll link it up here for you. And yeah, you can enjoy a more in-depth thing on that if you so wish. I'm probably just going to like speed it along for this video, but oh my gosh, I cannot wait to eat that. I'm just having flashbacks of yumminess in my mouth and my savageness of just taking a fork and just diving in pretty much. Yeah. It's a great cake. Okay, I think I have everything that I need. Now I just need to get started ASAP. The main reason is because I really want these cookies to like rest in the refrigerator for as long as I possibly can. It'd be great if I could do it overnight, but I've literally waited until the last minute to make these, and yeah, not a good choice on my part. But I won't have time tomorrow to bake them in the morning just because mornings are crazy for me, and it's going to be a crazy day trying to get Mary all situated before I leave for our little get-together thing. Yeah, but for our get-together, I'm actually in charge of desserts. Yay! Well, my specialty, I guess. So I've decided to make chocolate chip cookies because they're a great little muncher. Like, you can just eat those throughout the whole day kind of thing. And I'm also going to be making my icebox cake so that it's more of like a formal dessert, I guess you'd say. But yeah, I'm excited to bake my little butt off right now. I'm not too worried about the icebox cake. I can make that like later today, if not tonight, and that can chill in the fridge overnight, and then I can just quickly take it out tomorrow and go kind of thing. But these cookies take forever to bake. If I had a regular sized oven, I could maybe do 12 cookies or even 24 cookies at one time, but I don't have a regular sized oven. So the max amount of cookies that I can do at any one time is about 9. Yeah, 9 cookies is the max, and that's if they're tiny ass cookies. And if I make really tiny cookies, that means I'm gonna have so many cookies to cook in general, because I'm making a full batch of cookies and it's a lot of dough. If you're curious on the recipe I'm using, I'll be using this one right here. I got it off of Pinterest, and yeah, I will be using my regular old green bowl here, and if you have a stand mixer, I do recommend using that. But I don't recommend using a hand mixer, one of the hand beaters, because the dough can get really thick and then it just becomes obsolete to use that, and that's pretty early on, so I just rather not get that dirty in the first place. So that's why I'm not using that. I'll be using my handy dandy fork. My trusty old fork has lasted me for years and it will never fail you. You can cream the butter and sugar with this. You can do pretty much anything with a fork. So I do recommend this. If you have a sturdy whisk that you really want to use, go right ahead. That's your preference. I like a fork, especially when I'm doing thick cookies like chocolate chip cookies, or any cookie really, but yeah. Okay, I have my 1 1/4 cup of brown sugar here, and I have my 1/2 cup of white regular sugar here. And now I'm going to add 1 cup of butter, or 2 sticks of butter. And now we're just going to basically mix this all together, or what we would say is cream the butter and sugar together, which basically just means to thoroughly mix. And this is what it looks like when it's all good. No extra sugar on the sides or no clumps of butter. Nice and creamy. Yum yum. So to our mix, we are going to add 2 eggs. 1, 2. And we're going to add 2 teaspoons of vanilla. 1, 2. I really love this vanilla, by the way, if you can see it. So good. Now we're just going to basically, I'm gonna kind of whisk the eggs a little bit, just like this, just so I know that they're whisked and I'm not getting any chunks of big egg somewhere. And now I'm gonna mix it all in together. It should look something like this. Nice, beautiful, thick ribbon like this. Oh my gosh, this looks so good. I just want to eat it like this. This was all of our wet ingredients. Now we need to do our dry ingredients. And yes, you can make all of your dry ingredients in a separate bowl. Kind of whisk them all together to combine and then add it to this. I don't do that. I don't feel like wasting a whole nother bowl for a whole nother load of dishes that I have to do. Yeah. But I will show you a trick that I do to kind of combine it before completely mixing it into the batter, because you do need to like at least mix it a little bit. But yeah. This recipe calls for 3 cups of flour. I have 2 in my bowl, and I have 1 right here to be ready to be put in. Now I'm going to wait on this one because I'm going to add my baking soda to this, just like this, and I'm going to add my salt to it. My salt to my little pile. And we take the same spoon that I just put on here, and I'm just going to kind of gently mix it like this. Yes, it's not getting throughout all the flour, I know that, but it's my way of saving dishes. Now what I do is I add this to the other 2 cups. So it was kind of on top, but now it's in the middle of all 3 cups. And I'm going to take my fork, and I'm just going to give that a good old mix around on top, just like that. Not really mixing it into the dough or anything, I'm just mixing the flour, just like that. And now I'm going to mix it all together. Yes, now I can actually start incorporating it. And last but not least are your 2 cups, yes, 2 cups of chocolate chips. And you want to mix these in until just incorporated, nothing more. Ready, these look so good. Now, of course, you could always be extra and taste the batter. which I am going to do. I love eating some raw cookie dough, yes. And the raw egg doesn't really bother me, so yeah, let's try. It's perfect. It's like chocolate chip cookies. Oh, no wonder, right? It's perfect. But as you can see, it's very soft, and you don't want that. So I've got to put this in the refrigerator and let it like basically harden up. I basically want the butter to solidify again. Yeah. So I'm going to wrap it in saran wrap and put it in the refrigerator and be done with it until after dinner when I can actually bake them off. It's going to take a lot of willpower to just not eat the cookie dough. Okay, that is all set, but I'm not going to start the icebox cake until later after Mary's nap because I will have to use the hand mixer and it's loud. Yeah, so I don't want to wake her up. Cannot wait to eat that. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Like ridiculously good. I'm just imagining eating that. I feel cool already thinking about it. And the first things first for your icebox cake, and I'm going to be using strawberries. If you're using fresh strawberries, you need to like sprinkle some sugar on them and let them soak so they get kind of like juicy. Strawberry season is a very big thing here in Japan, and it's not strawberry season right now. So there's no strawberries in the store, at least fresh. I have to use a frozen strawberries, yes. But they are just as good. It just takes a little bit more packages than it would like fresh. I would probably only buy like one large thing of fresh strawberries, but I have 4 bags of these because this is only like, I would say, a third full of strawberries. So yeah, we need to prepare these first, as in cut them up, and if I feel like it needs a little bit of sugar, maybe, but since they're already soft because they were frozen, I might not need the extra sugar, which I'm totally cool with. If I don't need to add that extra sugar, even better. So I've decided to put some sugar on the strawberries because, yeah, I think they need a little bit more downgrading, I guess, or degrading, whatever, softening up. So yeah, next I have my cream cheese, which is softened if you can't tell, and I have my 1/4 cup of sugar, and we are going to mix these together until they are fully combined. Basically just creaming this together. My hair is getting crazier and crazier as it goes on. Yeah. Next is the fun part. We are going to whip our heavy cream. I have 2 cups of heavy cream, 1 and 1/4 cup of powdered sugar, and of course 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And I'm going to add that all in at the same time, and I'm going to whip it all together until I get really stiff peaks. So now we come back to our cream cheese, which is still nice and soft, and we are no longer going to whip our cream, but we're going to use a spatula and fold this in, but we're going to do it in thirds, or about thirds. So I have about 1/3 here, and I'm just going to fold this in. And our last third. So now that we have our whipped topping, pretty much is what I would call it, we are going to add our strawberries to it. But we do not add the juice of the strawberries, only the strawberries themselves. But don't throw away that strawberry juice. It's perfect for another later step. This may seem like a lot of strawberries, but I remember last time I was very sad that I didn't have as many strawberries in mine. So yeah, now we're just going to fold the strawberries in. It's okay if there's a little bit of juice, but you want to try and get as much juice off as possible. Okay, that is good and combined for what I need. Now comes the fun part of your lady fingers. Yay! These are the ones I use. I just bought them off of Amazon because they're not really sold here in stores. So I would have to buy them on Amazon. And yeah, these ones are a little harder, I think, than like typical homemade ones, which are a little bit softer. And some of the ones that you can buy at the store are softer. But these ones, for whatever reason, might just be the type, are a little harder. And you can be the judge of that on whichever one you get. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to dip these in the strawberry juice that's left over before putting them into my dish. That way it kind of helps them soften up a little bit, as well as the other whipped topping stuff. So, and it is so good. Oh my gosh. So let's get to layering. Layer 1 is done. Now add a layer of our whipped topping. Give this a good old spread around. And it is time for that final layer of strawberries. Yummy. And she is all done. Look at that. Look at that. Yay. So yummy. Pop this in the refrigerator until tomorrow. Yeah. I'm going to leave it uncovered for the first part, and then I'll cover it later. But if I cover it right now, the saran wrap will stick to the top, and you don't want that. So you need it to harden up just a little bit before you put that saran wrap over it. But yeah, it is all ready for tomorrow to be devoured. I'm so excited. Okay, it's cookie time, yay! And no, I don't have like a proper scoop that I'll be using, but if you remember, I bought a meatballer at the 100 yen shop a while back. This little thing. Now, this right here is actually too big of a cookie. Maybe not in America or Western countries, but here in Japan, this would take up all of my pan space. I would only make like 2 cookies at a time, and that's not happening. So, since this was only 100 yen, I'm actually going to break it in half like a wishbone and just use half of it. I would try and scoop it like this, but that would be a pain in the ass. Not happening. And I don't mind breaking it because it's only 100 yen. I can just buy another one if I want like a meatballer again. So yeah, let's get breaking this. Ooh, I don't even know if I can. Oh my gosh. I finally got it. I had to actually like get a pair of pliers and remove this screw that goes here. But yeah, so now I have like 2 cookie ballers. Yay! And let's get to making some cookies. wouldn't say they are a complete fail. They just spread out too far, but I guess I need to let them refrigerate longer. So I'm not sure what I'll do about the rest of the cookies, if I'll wait or what. I guess I could wake up early and do them in the morning, maybe? I'll have to decide, but anyways. That is all for today's vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a long day of baking in my kitchen. I think in a normal kitchen that wouldn't have taken so long, but since I have such little space and a little oven, yeah, it takes a lot longer. But that's okay. That's gonna change soon. Yay! I'm so excited. Be safe out there, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!